Oh, hoodie half zip, Walkman on blast, static in the air, whole block walks past. Corner store cat, counting crumpled bills. Milk crate thrown, watching time sit still. Graffiti on the gate, names half gone, but the color still talks like the nights run long. Shoelace frayed, but the kick still clean. Cypher on the stoop, kids chase saints in that dream. Mama yelling out from the third floor like, come eat, come eat. Pot on the stove all night. Back on the crates, let the record run. Dust in the groove, but the feel hit dumb. Hands in the air when the drum break jump. Old soul singing while the bass line thump. Back on the crates where we learned our name. Scratches on wax, but it still sound flame. Back on the crate, back on the crate. Winter coat heavy, but the rent came late. Landlord knocking with that tight jaw face. Potholes deep, bus always off time, but we still sync up on that same rhyme line. Notebook cover, all tags, all plans. Phone number scribbles from a borrowed pen. Dreams on layaway by the barbershop chair, where the news, the jokes, and the pain hang there. Flip that side B, let it click, let it ride. Same old crackle, new day outside. We ain't rich, but the groove feel rich. Turn the volume up till the walls all twitch. Back on the crates, let the record run. Dust in the groove, but the feel hit dumb. Hands in the air when the drum break jump. Old soul singing while the bass line thump. Back on the crates where we learned our name. Scratches on wax, but it still sound flame. Back on the crates, back on the crates, back on the crate. From the stoop to the skyline. Listen close. Brownstone bricks, paint chipped on the railing. Dice game jumping, old head still tailing. Baby on the fire escape, swinging in the summer heat. Corner store hero, credit running through the week. Graph on the shutters, tags on the mailbox. Boom out the trunk, whole block, let the shell knock. Fat gold frames, Knicks cap tilt low. Stories in the smoke when the blunt burns slow. Skyline story. Born in the hallway, raised by the static of the hallway talk. Big dream sitting on a milk crate throne. From the first light train to the last walk home. Skyline story. Brick by brick, every crack sidewalk, every hustle hit. If you know, then you know that New York tone, where a king made a crown out of payphone. Bed squeak beat, pen dance on the page. Mom in the kitchen, 2 jobs, same wage. Phone off, rent late. Pride stay fully paid, still we ate good when the rice hit the plate. Cab splash water, Tim's catch the gutter stain. Shorty sell tapes just to buffer all the pain. Laugh through the struggle, heavy but the heart light. Spread love in the land where it's all fight. 1 time for the stew, 2 times for the dream, 3 times for the one to aim back on the beam. Spread that love, live that truth. From the rooftop view, yeah, to the project roof. Skyline story, born in the hallway, raised by the static of the hallway talk. Big dream sitting on a milk crate throne. From the first light train to the last walk home. Skyline story, brick by brick, every crack sidewalk, every hustle hit. If you know, then you know that New York tone, where king made a crown out of payphone. Corner store cold air, change on the counter. Whole life in this one block. Feel me? Mom's yelling, be back by 10. Street lamp buzzing on the same old friends. Dice game cracking on the milk crate throne. We learn more out here than in school at home. 4 green posters on the bedroom wall. Dreams too big for this rent control hall. Hand me down Timbs, but the walk still mean. Turn the volume up, let the hunger be seen. Stoop talk, plotting on the way out, way up. Noodles in the pot, quarter waters in the paper cup. Shorty on the 3rd floor, watching from the blinds. I was writing my escape in the corners of my mind. It's that skyline storyboards, frame by frame. Whole block chanting my government name. From the benches to the boom, I was built for the flame. Can't fade, can't fold, I was born for the game. Bus past crack, gotta guard that car. Last stop, last shot, city beats my heart. OG said, kid, make your words your weight. So I turned every setback to a sample to break. Brown bag lunch, brownstone bricks. Life taught math with these dice and sticks. Every L that I took, every scar, every mark became gold when I carved my initials in the dark. Corner bodega cat sleeping by the chips. Clerk know my order from the change in my fist. From penny candy days to these big boy moves. Same concrete under these scuffed up shoes. It's that skyline storyboards, frame by frame. Whole block chanting my government name. From the benches to the boom, I was built for the flame. Can't fade, can't fold, I was born for the game. From the hallway echoes to the rooftop views. If the city don't love you, you make it here, you. 2 trains rumbling, 1 shot, clear view. Deep breath, chest out, whole world come through. From the hallway echoes to the rooftop view. If the city don't love you, you make it here, you. 2 trains rumbling, 1 shot, clear view. Deep breath, chest out, whole world come through. Dust on my thumbs, basement air in my lungs. 1 loop, 2 drums, whole block go numb. I came up with a front steps lean. White tee, black hoodie, same jeans. Corner store cat know what I mean. Loose leaf, blue, big book dreams. 1 take, 2 sides, 3 plays. Mom worked 2 jobs, long days. Pop gone, I learned the hard way. Balance rent, raw pain, wordplay. Ashtray on the milk crate table. Cable cut, still felt cable. Rap city through the neighbor's wall. Every punchline made me stand tall. Back block sermons booming in the hallway. Grit in my teeth, I was built for the raw way. Dust on the record, heart on the drum break. The bass don't hit, then the verse don't land straight. Back block sermons booming in the hallway. Grit in my teeth, I was built for the raw way. Hand on my chest when the kick hit, all fake. The snare don't crack, then the truth don't translate. Hooks on the back of receipts. Bus ride, broke seat, cold feet. Whole plan in a 5-line sheet. Folded up tight in the crease. Stoop talk, dice roll, side eye. Siren sing, lullabies, midnight. Steel gate rattle, that's life. Every bar just a brownstone sky. Uncle said, little man, that pen gold. So I carved every scar in a tempo. Turn pain into something you can echo. Let the drums say the words I won't let go. Back block sermons booming in the hallway. Grit in my teeth, I was built for the raw way. Dust on the record, heart on the drum break. The bass don't hit, then the verse don't land straight. Back block sermons booming in the hallway. Grit in my teeth, I was built for the raw way. Hand on my chest when the kick hit, all fake. The snare don't crack, then the truth don't translate.
cracked concrete, brown bag dreams. Listen, I'm from the crate dust, milk crate seats, same bus, same store, same clerk. Face stuck, writing on receipts, plotting pay bumps, corner store door chimes, changing the jar by the pork rinds. Old head preaching about the wartime, say the same line, every short line. Dice game right by the stop sign, text from my mom's boy, call sometime. Hard, but the price soft. Train screech loud when it slide off. Corner store chronicles, everything possible. Pavement under my feet, that's my article. From the curb to the chronicles, we was broke but unstoppable. Turn the pain into paragraphs profitable. Corner store chronicles. Corner store, that's the gospel. Father figure was the bus route. Coins on the card, take the rush out. Told myself, son, never duck out. If you slip, get up, knock the dust out. Backpack, black pen, loose leaf. Writing every name on the loose teeth. Homie moved weight, took the quick path. Came back framed in a gift wrap. I ain't want bars in a mugshot. Rather sell bars when the drums knock. Same block, different way the grip stop. Same hunger, just a different wristwatch. Corner store chronicles, everything possible. Cabin under my feet, that's my article. From the curb to the chronicles, we was broke but unstoppable. Turn the pain into paragraphs profitable. Corner store chronicles. Corner store, that's the gospel. Cold wind, breathe in the smoke. Bus stop bench, pocket full of broke. Street lamp flicker, tag on the pole. Whispers in the concrete, rumors in the soul. Old head posted, dice in his palm. Told me every rich man once knew the alarm. Empty fridge glow, coupons on the fridge door. Mama got faith, but the landlord want more. Late night sermons on the curb, we preach what we survive. If the block don't love you back, you learn or you don't arrive. Footsteps echo in my chest, heartbeat heavy like a drum. These crack bricks raised me up from dead broke to going numb. Brown bag bottle, change in the cup. Shorty got a plan, but the rent too much. Knots in my stomach, hunger in my jaw. Saw a man sell pride just to dodge the law. Graffiti ghosts, talk from the train line. Don't chase clocks if you can on time. Cameras on the corner, blink like they know me. Pray I see 40 in the world moving slowly. Late night sermons on the curb, we preach what we survive. If the block don't love you back, you learn or you don't arrive. Footsteps echo in my chest, heartbeat heavy like a drum. These crack bricks raised me up from dead broke to going numb. Handshakes hollow, I say threat. Every favor comes with interest and debt. I walk that line between hope and harm. One hand in my pocket, one hand on my heart. On my heart, on my heart, on my heart. Late night sermons on the curb, we preach what we survive. If the block don't love you back, you learn or you don't arrive. Footsteps echo in my chest, heartbeat heavy like a drum. These crack bricks raised me up from dead broke to going numb.
Yeah. 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 Yo, tape the charts off the radio, thumb on the pause, static in the hallway air, posters curled on my wall, big headphones, cord like a vine, Walkman heavy on my jeans, sneakers squeak on the black top, whole blocking the scene, freestyles by the mailbox, crowd in a half moon, one kid beat on the lunch table, turned it into a back room, backpacks full of loose leaf, ink stains on my hands, dreams folded in the front pocket of my sagging pants, yeah. Back when it was golden, before we cared who was watching, ciphers on the corner just rolling. If you had a verse you could drop it, yeah. Back when it was golden, pass the mic, keep it rocking, yeah. Whole crew loud, hearts open, boom in the trunk, windows knocking, yeah. Summer haze on the black top, number lines all chipped, yeah. OG told her spit what you live, so I dropped real quick, yeah. About rent due, mom stressed about lights off, late fees, every bar like a diary, but we called it MC. Record store smell like cardboard, dust dancing in the sun. We judge an album by the cover, then argue which one won. Short change on the counter, still they slid us that tape. Come back when you blow up, kid. We just nodded one day, yeah. Back when it was golden, before we cared who was watching, ciphers on the corner just rolling. If you had a verse you could drop it, yeah. Back when it was golden, pass the mic, keep it rocking, yeah. Whole crew loud, hearts open, boom in the trunk, windows knocking, yeah. Rewind that. Let the crackle breathe. We back in it. Back when the sneakers had fat laces, we learned timing from the train station. Black ink tags on the bus backs, whole crew packed in the cul-de-sac. Crates on the carpet, dust in the sunlight. Pause the cassette just to catch that one slice. Mom yelling, turn it down from the doorway. Me nodding like, yeah, but it's foreplay. Brown paper bag with the blank tapes. Hit record, hit play, little handshake. Static in the intro, magic in the mistake. Made a whole world in a milk crate. Back in the tape deck, we would loop that groove for hours. Turn the volume till the walls would sway. Whole block marching to the power. Back in the tape deck days, we were rich with $20. All we wanted was another play and a beat to make us holler. Lunchroom table knuckles for percussion. Couple bad bars turned into discussions. Circle got tight when the bell rang. One smart kid, 3 kids, the gang bang. Older cousin had the home Dublin set. Guard those like you guard your friends. Played them so much, label turned gray. Still knew each pop out of place it would play. Hand-me-down coat with the torn sleeve. Pocket full of dreams and some corn seeds. Plant those water them with long nights. Watch them grow tall off the street lights. Tape deck day, we would loop that groove for hours. Turn the volume to the walls and sway. Whole block marching to the power. Back in the tape deck day, we were rich with $20. All we wanted was another play and a beat to make us holler. Fast forward, whole city on a screen now. Same heart, just a different way to be loud. I still hear us in the background low. Every time a dusty loop rolls slow.
Don't forget it, don't forget it. Don't forget it. Don't forget it.
Basement floor, milk crate throne, tape deck hits, that welcome drone. Posters on plaster, half peeled, sun faded. Notebook bars, blue ink lines jagged. Mom yelling dinner, I'm looping this part. Finger on pause, just carving my mark. Hand-me-down phones bleeding right through my dome. Whole world small as this borrowed chrome.
Back in the basement, back on the block. Same old steps, same busted lock. Hands in the air like the clock turned back. When all that we needed was a loop and a track. Back in the basement, back on the block. Same old steps, same busted lock. Hands in the air like the clock turned back. When all that we needed was a loop and a track.
Storefront glass had the ciphers at night. Circle so tight, you could feel each line bite. Change in my pocket from the corner store run. 40 in a slice, crack jokes half done. Train on the tracks like a drum so steady. Graph on the walls, all the names bold, heavy. Dreams in the backpack, scuff from the grind. Trying to press these days in the wax in my mind.
Back in the basement, back on the block. Same old steps, same busted lock. Hands in the air